decades. A killer living a normal life while the family of his victim waited, prayed, and grieved. But the most horrifying twist? He wasn't a stranger in the shadows. He was a trusted friend. A man who, years earlier, had watched his own wedding day unfold with his future victim smiling beside him, a bridesmaid in white. This is the chilling story of Mary Catherine Edwards and the Bridesmaid Killer. Our story begins in the tight-knit community of Groves, Texas, in the late single and lived alone in her quiet home. Her life was centered around her family, her church, and her impactful career. She was the kind of person everyone loved, a true pillar of her community. No enemies, no known disputes, just a kind soul living a dedicated life. The peace of Groves was shattered on January 19, 1989. When Mary Catherine didn't show up for work, concerned colleagues contacted her family. Her brother, Brian Edwards, went to check on her. What he found inside her home would forever change their lives. Mary Catherine lay dead, the victim of a brutal stabbing. The scene was horrifying, but also puzzling. There were no signs of forced entry, no doors kicked in, no windows broken. It appeared Mary Catherine either knew her attacker or had let them in willingly. The community reeled. Who would want to harm Mary Catherine, and why? Investigators descended on Mary Catherine's home. They collected evidence, interviewed friends, family, and neighbors. Everyone was a suspect, yet no one fit. No clear words. Her family never gave up hope, but as the decades passed, the likelihood of finding answers seemed to diminish with each passing year. Technology, however, was about to change everything. Fast forward nearly 30 years to 2019. Forensic science had come leaps and bounds since 1989. Investigators, driven by the persistent efforts of Mary Catherine's family and dedicated cold case detectives, decided to re-examine evidence from the original crime scene. They submitted DNA samples that had been preserved for decades to advanced testing. It was a long shot, but it was their best hope. And this time, the DNA spoke. It generated a hit in a national database, leading them